Our Golden State Warriors are here in the second round of the playoffs, and we've got a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals on the way against the San Antonio Spurs. So in the last episode, we wrapped up the first round, beating OKC in 5. I think the 4-1 final, though, doesn't really tell the full story. This was a very competitive series. All 5 games were pretty close for the most part, including the decisive Game 5. But our guys made plays down the stretch. Oklahoma City did not. And that included a 114-109 win in Game 5. 26-9 for Roman Loggins-Burl to lead the way. He was our best player in this series against the Thunder. He only had the 1 turnover and was really solid throughout. He was the engine offensively and avoided mistakes. Salis with 17, 16 and 16 for Springer. Only 18 minutes and 8 points for Evan Mobley, who left the game early with an ankle injury. 25 for J-Dub, 21 for Shea, although he was quite inefficient. Chet Holmgren was disappointing offensively throughout the series, although this game he went 5 for 6 and was a problem defensively throughout. So as we go into the second round against the Spurs, I feel like our roster coming into the playoffs matched up quite well with them, and the big reason why we got Evan Mobley at the deadline was because of how he can match up with a guy like Victor Wembanyama. Well, we're not going to have Mobley out there because in Game 5 against the Thunder, he broke his ankle, or apparently he put too much cream cheese on his bagel and is out for the year. Okay then, Tubster. Nonetheless, this is a huge loss for us. Mobley is the anchor of this defense. He's been awesome defensively protecting the rim against the Thunder. Shea has not been able to drive to the basket. He hasn't been able to finish efficiently, and that's the biggest strength of his game. So the plan is Salis is going to move into the starting lineup. I still want him to play with the 2s a lot because he's our best shot maker, but we're going to have him run with the starters. Jabari Springer will play the 5, and he's going to have to be the Wemby stopper. It would have been a lot better if we had both Springer and Mobley because they're both good 5s. They're both solid rim protectors, and one of them is always going to be in the game. But with no Mobley, we don't really have many other bigs. Leonard Miller and Jonathan Kuminga are going to have to play center when Victor Wembanyama is out of the game. Kuminga has A- post defense, but he's only 6'7". Leonard Miller's 6'10", but he's skinny, and I think his post defense is only a B-. So for now, we're going to go with an 8-man rotation, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a guy like Osborne Outeridge potentially get some minutes if Wemby proves to be too much for Springer and the others to handle offensively. This Spurs team, we know they're the team to beat. The last 4 MVPs are on their roster. They just won the finals. They swept Indiana. They're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference this year, and they have arguably the 2 best players in the league. And I would venture out to say their roster this year is better than the team who won the finals last year. And with no Evan Mobley, who I think would have been our most important player in this series, it's going to be a lot harder for us to stop their best player, as we talked about earlier. We've got some history with these guys as we travel back to the Western Conference Finals last year. One of the best postseason series in recent NBA history. But of course, the ending is not how we had hoped. We were up by as many as 14 points in the fourth quarter to ultimately choke the game away and lose off of a buzzer beater by Victor Wembanyama to win the game for the Spurs, take them to the NBA Finals, where they, of course, swept Indiana. I feel like this series was the real finals. The Pacers are a great team who I think are better equipped this year to win a title than last year, but us and San Antonio were the 2 best teams in the league last year. That series felt like the real NBA Finals, and we're going to have to put up NBA Finals level performances if we want to beat these guys. We played against them 3 times this year, all of which were after the deadline. So both of these new rosters have been able to play each other. We won the first game 113-107 despite Luka and Wemby both combining for 53. This was Evan Mobley's Warrior debut. Kuminga led the way with 26. Then we played them twice in March, lost both times, but only by a combined 8 points. Kuminga led the way here with 24 as well. We struggled early in this game. We were down 34-18 after the first, largely in part due to Walter and Springer shooting tour dates. I think I simcasted that game, and we were down like 15-0 to start. So the fact that we only lost by 2 is impressive. Kuminga had 26 in this last game. He averaged 25.3 points per game in the 3 matchups against the Spurs throughout this year. And that tells me that we're really going to need to lean on him as a scorer throughout this series. Kuminga is one of the few guys who played big minutes against the Spurs last year who's still here. On the flip side, Jabari Springer did not play well against the Spurs. We're going to need him to be a lot better. And with Evan Mobley out, I think Springer is going to be our most important player. The biggest test is going to be stopping Wembanyama, who really struggled in their first-round series against Portland. Donovan Clingan had this man in hell. And I think that's the biggest reason why Portland was successful guarding him. They have a good rim-protecting 4 with Selin Novikov and a great rim-protecting 5 with Donovan Clingan. We had that until Evan Mobley got injured. Now Springer moves up to the 5, where he's going to be tested and challenged, and Jonathan Kuminga has to play the 4. Despite Wemby's struggles, the Spurs still swept them, which is really hard to believe. Their best player was not good, and they still had no problem winning the series. Luka Doncic was extraordinarily efficient, had a true shooting percentage above 76, and they have good role players with Andrew Nembhard and Chance Palermo, who really fit Luka and Wemby in this lineup as really good 3-and-D guys. Anthony Davis acquired at the deadline for Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell. They've got Robert Williams as well. So not only does this team have Wemby, but they have plenty of depth in terms of their bigs. A Wemby-Davis frontcourt feels impossible to score on, and because of that, we're going to really have to lean on our three-point shooting because it's going to be very hard to score inside. The one weakness with this Spurs team is their depth on the wing. Omax Prosper is injured, and Jalen Wilson, as much as I love the guy, shot 38% from the field this year. They have solid wing play in their starting lineup with Chance Palermo, but it feels like he's really their only one. Luka Doncic has the height of the wing, but obviously he's a point guard. And Andrew Nembhard is more of a combo guard than a wing to begin with. So I think the hope is that we can try to use our bigger guards and forwards to get onto mismatches with these guards and try to exploit that, whether that's creating shots beyond 15 feet, beyond the three-point line, or trying to get the bigs away from the paint to where we can get open looks. It's going to be a major challenge for us to score the basketball around the basket. So as I said, we're going to have to shoot the ball at a high level from deep. And if we don't, I think there could be some issues. As Victor Wembanyama wins the tip, we are underway here in Game 1. Doncic quickly inside for Wemby, who dunks it home within 6 seconds. Jabari Springer's going to have his work cut out for him. Loggins-Burrow in the corner, Salis for 3 off the mark. Interesting that he was wide open. The Spurs did not defend the weak side at all there. And if they're going to continue to do that, we're going to look to exploit it. As Chance Palermo makes the layup, and it's 4-0 early. Loggins-Burrow swings it out. Salis to Kuminga. Left wing 3 is good. Kuminga scored at least 24 points in all 3 meetings against the Spurs this year. Anthony Davis is a great rim protector, but he doesn't have the speed to match with a guy like Kuminga on the perimeter anymore. Nembhard with the layup. It's 6-3. Loggins-Burrow with it. He gets it to Springer. Has Kuminga open. Another 3 from the left wing. It's good. Kuminga 2 for 2 early. Through the first 2 minutes of the game, the Warriors have only shot 3-pointers. As I said, that's going to be a big emphasis for us as Nembhard misses inside. Springer with the rebound. Stokes gets it to Kuminga, who throws it up and in. Counted in the foul. I'll be honest, I did not try to shoot the ball there. I tapped the square button so he would fake out Davis and then turn around and pass it back out to the perimeter. But hey, that works too. Kuminga would miss the 3 throw, but he's got our first 8. Luka throws up a 3, rattles out. Wemby the rebound, the putback, and the foul. And one slam for Victor Wembanyama, who's playing well early. Loggins-Burrow gets it to Salis with the release. as the Warriors are back ahead. First points today scored by someone other than Kuminga, who has it with Davis. We're going to try to get these two on an island. Isolation, barbecue chicken. We're going to look to exploit that a lot. As I said earlier, Davis does not have the speed to match with Kuminga. So if we can get Wemby and his defensive gravity away from the paint, that's going to give us great opportunities in isolation to drive and finish. Wemby hits the turnaround jumper. Wemby this time on Springer. He's trying his best, but there's nothing he can do. Wemby's 7'4". I give Springer credit. He's leaving it out there, but he has struggled so far. Wembanyama blocks it into the hands of Doncic. Nembhard in the corner. Palermo for three. It's good. And the Spurs are back ahead. I'm a little concerned 5 minutes into this game. Without Mobley, we are struggling inside as Loggins-Burl gets us out of our scoring rut. He has not shot the ball yet. We need him to be a little more assertive and aggressive as his first shot goes in. He's got Kuminga. Three will rattle in. A shooter's bounce to tie it at 18. Kuminga's got 13 points already. Look at this matchup. Barbecue chicken all the way. Acrobatic layup is no good, but he gets his own miss. Walter for three. No good. I don't know how many offensive rebounds we're going to get in this series, so credit to Loggins-Burl for making a play as Doncic hits the three in transition. Spurs back ahead. Warriors call time. Outside of Kuminga, the rest of the team has 7 points through 7.5 minutes. We need more consistency from everyone else. Off the miss, Loggins-Burl gets it to D'Angelo Russell. Three rattles out. We are not consistently hitting our open shots so far. Dante Vittori has it for San Antonio. He gets it to Jones, out to Jalen Wilson. Look at this matchup. I don't know why Wemby went for the turnaround jumper, though. I mean, it went in, but, like, why? You're guarded by D'Angelo Russell. 13 points for Wembanyama. He has taken over the game, as that one is good over Jabari Springer. I mean, again, there's nothing he can do. Wemby's 6 inches taller. As it's a handoff for Kuminga, who powers it home. Look at that play. A nice little dribble handoff. Both of the defenders get fooled, and Jonathan Kuminga's got 15 points as he takes full advantage. 28-24. Jalen Wilson inside for Wemby, now guarded by Salis. I mean, how is this fair? I don't think Wemby scored 17 points in any of the 4 games against Portland. He's got 17 right here. Kuminga, D'Lo, Stokes at the buzzer. It's good! Kajai Stokes cuts the lead in half, 30-27 through 1. We're hanging in there. We're battling. I'm seeing some early concerns. We've really struggled with Wemby on both ends of the floor, particularly defensively. He's already scored 17 points. He's been ultra efficient. He's making his shots in the paint. He's making fadeaways in the mid-range. We've got to take advantage of these next few minutes with him out of the game. Luka Doncic for three. That one is no good. Luka, meanwhile, was not good in the first. 1 for 5 as Springer makes the layup on the other end. Bold to have Springer minutes with Wemby out of the game, but I'm hoping he can kind of catch his stride now. Salis, open three is good. He's in the double figures with 10. And look at that score. A 7-0 run to start the quarter. Now we are on an 11-2 run since the start of the second as Vittori makes the layup. The Spurs have forgotten how to play basketball with Wembanyama out of the game. Kuminga's denied, though, at the rim by the Time Lord, Robert Williams. On the other end, Luka tries to lob it up. His rough start to this game continues. Loggins-Burl, Miller, layup, no good! Luka with the defensive stop. Might be the first time anyone has ever uttered that sentence out of their mouth. Vittori misses. Both teams really struggling to shoot the basketball right now as Kuminga gets it to Jacoby Walter. Walter drives left. He's got Loggins-Burl. Open three. Clank. It's been a brick fest over the last minute or so. The Spurs offense looks lost without Wemby, and Luka's struggles. Our elite defensive backcourt's been too much as Jones is fouled, and the three throws would end the scoreless drought. It's been a physical defensive game. This is exactly what you hope for with playoff basketball as Loggins-Burl hits the contested mid-ranger. I'll be honest, he should not be taking that shot. A contested midi is probably the worst shot you can take, but hey, it went in, and that one does as well. Luka for three. I don't know why you're celebrating, Fatso. You're 2 for 7. Doncic with a dime across the floor for Robert Williams. He heard me insult him, and I guess he wants payback. I don't want to be mean to Luka. I'm part of Luka FC. I should be supporting him rather than dragging him down as he takes it all the way in transition for the lead. Good defensive play there by the Spurs to force the turnover, but look at this, off the inbound. Davis is faked. Miller is in with the jam. Going back to that previous offensive possession, though, we've been sloppy with the turnovers. Kuminga trying to run circles around these defenders, finds the open seam and lays it in. He looks like Clyde Poole running around there, finding open space. He's got 19. Springer on the drive. Salis in the corner. Wide open three is good. I'm surprised the Spurs are leaving the weak side wide open. Usually we have 5 guys on the floor who all can shoot, and the Spurs had to know we were going to look to shoot the 3-ball often, given that they had the best rim-protecting duo in the league. As Wemby hits the mid-range jumper, 4-point game. Salis gets the screen from Springer on the drive. Layup is blocked! Springer gets it back and is in for the putback! Really good play there by Jabari Springer off the denial by Wemby as Salis rips it away from Dante Vittori. Crossover, Walter intercepted, and the Spurs get it right back. Both teams have been sloppy with the basketball today. And the other end, Palermo's 3 rattles out. Leonard Miller with it, and here comes Golden State. Stokes gets it to Walter on the drive with the jam! Jacoby Walter's first points of the game. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Salis with it. He gets it up to Stokes. Quick 3, no good. Ball is tipped. Springer gets it back, gets the putback, but he was out of bounds. Jabari Springer's looked a lot more comfortable over the last few minutes with Wembanyama in the game. A big reason why we've kept our lead even with Wemby back in. Off the miss by Davis. What a pass. Springer blocked by Wembanyama. I like seeing Jabari being aggressive, but he's going to have his fair share of losses. On the inbound, what a play! Springer on the cut off the ball. He beats Wemby to his spot and is able to get the slam as the Spurs are unsuccessful on another lob. Salis trapped in the corner. Jacoby Walter with it. Walter looks to drive ahead. He's got Springer, gets space, and is blocked! Wembanyama sends it off the glass. Here comes San Antonio. Their offense cold right now as Salis pokes it away again. In transition. Mama! There goes that man! The Spurs have scored 15 points in 9 minutes of action in the second quarter. Our defense is putting on a clinic right now. Vittori with space. Drives left side. Jumper is good. And the lead is back within 10. The Italian stallion makes the play for San Antonio. Salis looking to get someone open off the ball. It's not going to happen, so we're going to send a screen. Open 3. Bang! 18 points in the first half for Antoine Salis. Vittori out to Wembanyama. Quick 3, quick answer. Wemby with 22 points, and he has barely missed. He's been unbelievably efficient so far. Springer post up, out to Salis. Drives left side in the corner for Kajai Stokes with 3 to go. Salis has it. Salis, step back at the buzzer is no good. It rattles out. And that'll do it for the first half here in San Antonio. About as good of a start as the Warriors could have asked for, up by 10. Victor Wembanyama's been as good as advertised. He has 3 or 4 blocks already. He has 22 points on nearly perfect shooting. Yet we're still up by 10. The rest of the Spurs have not been effective. Luka Doncic has been a liability out there. And offensively, it's been a 2-man rodeo. Antoine Salis has 18. Jonathan Kuminga has 19. The 2 of them have been unstoppable. San Antonio has not had an answer for either of them. Jabari Springer's gotten more comfortable in this game as well. I think that's a big reason why we continue to play well in the second, even when Wemby returned to the game. Springer drives by him, thought about the shot, instead out to Salis. Mid-range jumper, no good. Wembanyama with the board, but it's poked away. Roman Loggins-Burl out to Springer. His 3, no good. That would have been such a pop for the Warriors as Palermo gets it to Wembanyama on the drive with the jam. As I said earlier, both teams need to be more cautious with the turnovers. That's been the weakness for both of these offenses so far. Loggins-Burl gets that one in. He hasn't shot the ball a lot today. It's not that he's been inefficient. It's that he has been looking to pass the ball to his teammates. What the miss? Springer, the rebound, and the putback over Wembanyama. Really good play there by Springer to position himself perfectly for the 2 points as he draws the double. Stokes for 3. That one is good. Much like Loggins-Burrell, Stokes has not done a lot of scoring, but he's doing the other stuff, playing great defense, grabbing rebounds, making good passes. Davis for 3 rattles home. That'll end an 8-0 Warriors run. We were up by 16 there. The Spurs got to get it together, or else this could turn into a blowout. Wemby with Springer. Turnaround J is good. Victor has mastered that shot, and that is a scary thought because there is no way to guard it. Loggins-Burrell launches it up and in for the and one. Roman Loggins-Burrell starting to get going as a scorer. It's a 14-point lead. Kuminga. Whoa, that's a hard foul from Wembanyama. I didn't know we were playing football out here. Kuminga will go to the line, misses his first one. We'll see if he can sink the second one, as that one is good. 20 points for Jonathan Kuminga. 15-point lead for the Warriors. The Spurs looking to take things slowly. Luka Doncic really has to get going. Doncic doubled inside. Nice pass. Davis misses the layup. Miller, Walter, and Loggins-Burrell all in the vicinity defensively as Wembanyama intercepts Jacoby Walter. Got to clean up the passing. Doncic, though, is intercepted himself by Miller on the other end. Trying to lob it for Kuminga. It's not going to happen. Another turnover. These teams are playing hot potato. These guys got to be more careful with the basketball as Nembhard is eventually fouled. Here is Stokes on the drive. Tries to dunk it over Wemby, and he loses the ball. Imagine if that had worked. That would be nuts. Luka, step back. That one is good. If Luka can get going, that would really change things here in this game, but Loggins-Burrell and Stokes have been too good defensively. Kuminga with a nice pass. Walter for 3. Rattles home. I think the defense thought he was going to pass it up top to D'Angelo Russell. They were not expecting him to go to Walter in the corner. 14-point game. Luka inside. He's starting to play better in this second half. He's starting to look more comfortable after a rough start to this game. Kuminga's jumper is off the mark. Here comes San Antonio. Wemby, quick pass. Anthony Davis has it stripped away. D'Lo nearly steals it. Wemby launches a prayer. Why is he shooting that shot with 15 seconds left on the shot clock? You're being guarded by a guy 14 inches shorter. Kuminga on the drive with the jam. Given how good Kuminga and Salis were in the first half, it's odd that it took 6 minutes for either of them to make a field goal here in the third. Wembanyama with the slam. It's a 12-point game. Even with Kuminga and Salis not playing as well, the lead hasn't really changed. Everybody else has stepped up. D'Lo's blocked at the rim, though, by Davis. Here comes the Spurs. Nembhard, Doncic for 3. No good. He was open. He's got to make that shot. Loggins-Burrell with the rebound, his 6th. With the cross, the sauce, the drive, kicks it out. D'Lo for 3, and it rattles out. An unfortunate bounce. We've missed a lot of open threes in this game. Makes it all the more impressive. We're up by 10 still as Wembanyama makes the layup. That is a 30-piece for Victor Wembanyama. Salis on the drive. Jumper is off the mark. Springer the rebound and the goaltend. Wembanyama pushed him down kind of hard. The bucket will count. I kind of thought there might have been a foul there. 10-point game again. Loggins-Burrell is tackled down by Nembhard. These guys are getting really physical now. That's like the 3rd or 4th super hard foul by the Spurs in this third quarter. Wembanyama on the drive. That one is good. I thought it was going to rattle out, but takes a lucky roll. 10-point game. Wilson trapped. Williams, that one is no good. Gets his own miss. Out to Nembhard. Sidestep. Around the screen for 3. It's good. Andrew Nembhard brings it within 7. Make it 9. D'Lo for 3. Off the mark. D'Angelo Russell has not been very effective today from deep. Jay Will on the drive. He gets it to Vittori with the slam. Spurs within 7. Our offense has been sluggish. I think we've made 2 shots over the last 4 minutes. And the Spurs are playing catch-up slowly but surely. Tyus Jones brings it within 5. We have worn ourselves out. We've got to get a spark. Someone's got to score here. Shot and game clock basically even. Kuminga in isolation on the drive. Swings it out for Miller. Out to Russell. Throws up a 3, and it is no good. I think Kuminga should have looked to lay it up or dunk it in the paint. Miller should have shot it when he got it in the corner from 15 feet out. I mean, our offense just does not look good right now. We've scored 5 points, it feels like, since the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. We're not getting open shots. We're not making smart decisions, and we're being reckless with the ball. Speaking of reckless, turnover leads to an easy dunk for Jonathan Kuminga. Him and Salis have got to be better. They were great in the first half, but non-existent in the third. Miller posts up on Luka Doncic. Turnaround Jay is good. Got that one out of the Brandon Ingram book. 9-point game. Salis gets it to Stokes around the screen for 3, and it rattles home. What a great start to the fourth for a Golden State team who needed a spark. We start on a 7-0 run, and now we are back up by 10, make it 12. Leonard Miller gets that one to go, and it seems like our rough stretch in the third was more of a fluke than anything else. What the miss? Loggins-Burl hands it to Stokes, both of our guards with 8 rebounds today, as Stokes throws it up with the left hand. Neither of them have been dominant scoring-wise, but they've been great defensively. They've been pesky inside. Loggins-Burl and Stokes have been phenomenal today, as it's a nifty pass for Salis. Back to Stokes. Open lane. Oh my goodness, he missed it! That's as easy of a layup as you'll find for Kajai Stokes, and he misses the bunny. Wilson on the other end, gets it to go, counted and a foul! And one for Jalen Wilson. We are within 9. A little over 5 minutes to go. Springer on the drive, launches it up and in! Oh my goodness, Jabari Springer with the play of the night! An acrobatic layup, fools Wembanyama, takes him to the circus. 12-point game, Wemby, no good, gets his own miss, and is there with the dunk. Jabari Springer has honestly outplayed Wemby in the second half, and Wemby knows it. He looked pissed on that play. Wide open 3 is good. Kuminga's got 27. 13-point game with 4 to go. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Springer with the rebound, despite Wemby over top of him. On the other end, Stokes on the drive. Layup is good. 14, 9, and 5 for KJ. It's a 15-point game. Vittori is intercepted by Salis. He's been pesky all night defensively. Loggins-Burl, Springer, back to Salis, who hasn't scored in the second half. Mid-range jumper, no good. Springer, the tip-in! Jabari Springer is able to pick his spot and slide his way by Wembanyama. Springer's been great on the offensive glass tonight. He's wanted it more than Victor Wembanyama. I know it sounds cliche, but that's been the difference. Nembhard around the screen, big-time 3. They needed that one badly. The last time we were up by 14 points in the fourth quarter of the playoff game against the Spurs, we lost. Salis, no good. Springer, another offensive rebound, and another putback. Jabari Springer does it again. He continues to be a problem for the Spurs on the glass. That was his 16th rebound. As he tries to set the screen, Spurs defend it quickly. Salis with the jam! 16-point game under 2 minutes to go. That might be the dagger. Following possession, Stokes, Loggins-Burl, drives in. He gets it to Stokes. Looking for the screen. He gets around. Top of the key 3 is good! Ball game over. Golden State shocks the Spurs in game 1. 115-99. Given the circumstances of this game, not having Evan Mobley, this is one of, if not the most impressive wins I have seen from this team. And I think in the future, we might look back and say, this is the game where our team found its identity. The Warriors of the mid-2010s were built on finesse. They were built on the long ball. This team's a little bit differently, though. They don't have the star power of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. But you know what we do have? We've got some freaking dogs. We won this game with power. We won this game with strength. And as I said earlier, we wanted it more. I know it's cliche, but it was the truth. 27 for Kuminga. He was excellent. 21, 17, and 4 for Jabari Springer. He struggled in the opening 5 minutes. And as I said early, I was concerned for him. But he adjusted really well. He had 6 offensive rebounds. Watching that second half, I just feel so proud of Jabari. He's come along so far from when we first signed him to now, where he was the best player on the floor, in my opinion, in the second half. 20 for Salis, did not shoot the ball well from 2, but was really good early. Got to shout out the guards. Stokes and Loggins-Borrell were terrific. 17, 9, and 6 for Kajai Stokes. He led the team in scoring in the second half with 14, while Loggins-Borrell had 15, 8, and 7. Didn't get the 3-ball going, but was otherwise really good. And then both of them were terrific defensively. They had Luka in jail. As for the Spurs, Wemby had 40, 13, 4 blocks, and shot nearly 80% from the field. His numbers come straight from a video game. Yet, I still feel like there was something left to be desired. It's weird. His numbers are unbelievable. He shot 80% from the field and played elite defense. Yet, I feel like there was something missing. He was not assertive in the second half. Jabari Springer was. Luka was a liability, 7 of 22, and the role players did not do enough. It was kind of the opposite of the Portland series for San Antonio, where Wemby struggled, but they still swept the Blazers because Luka was great and everybody else was really good. The difference between us and Portland is the backcourt defensively. LaMelo Ball and the guys they've got in Portland are not guarding Luka Doncic. There are not many guys in this league who can. But Kajai Stokes and Roman Loggins-Borrell are amongst the few who can do it. They were awesome. Springer was awesome. Kuminga was awesome. As I said earlier, this feels like a culture win, an identity win. We learned a lot about ourselves there in Game 1, and now we've got a chance to do it again. If we take a 2-0 series lead against the number 1 seed reigning champions, there are going to be some discussions to be had about our team. Coming into the playoff, I wasn't sure how this young squad was going to do. Obviously, these guys have made it to the Western Conference Finals, but it was Steph and Jimmy's team. These guys beat the Thunder in 5. They're beating the Spurs so far. If they win this game, we're going to have some uncomfortable conversations. Springer wins the tip. We are underway. The Warriors leading the series 1-0. I got to imagine there's going to be a big sense of urgency from the Spurs. They know they cannot lose this game, as Stokes is in for the layup to get things started. As I said earlier, he led the team in scoring in the second half. Hit some big shots down the stretch, including the clincher. Luka on the drive. Layup is good. He's the X factor for the Spurs. He's got to be better. He was a no-show in Game 1. Off the miss, the Warriors rip it away, and they've got it back. Loggins-Borrell, he gets it to Salis. Top of the key 3 is good. We're going to need a little more consistency from Salis. He was awesome in the first half, but he didn't give as much in the second half of Game 1. Nembhard gets it to Palermo around the screen for 3. Good play there by San Antonio. I think that young man needs to shoot the ball more. He's always played well against us when they've given him the rock. Springer over Nembhard. That one is good. I imagine the Spurs are going to really try to get Springer out of a rhythm, unlike the second half of the last game, as Davis is in for the jam. Kuminga went for the interception off the inbound, and it did not work. Warriors call time. It's been mostly a slow start offensively for both sides, as Jonathan Kuminga hits the 3, his first points of the game. Anthony Davis is a great defender, one of the best in the history of the league, but he doesn't match up with his older age with a guy like Kuminga, and we're going to try to continue to exploit that matchup as much as we can. Wemby with a 3 right back, 2-point lead for the Spurs. Loggins-Borrell, again, has not shot the ball yet. Thought about it there, won't take. Out to Kuminga, blows by Davis, and makes the layup. That was a nifty move. He stopped in midair as Wemby was going to block him, fakes, and puts it back up and in. Luka Doncic on the drive. That one is good. Luka's looking better so far compared to his Game 1 disaster class. 2-point lead again for the Spurs. Loggins-Borrell on the drive with the layup. I want to see him be more assertive. I know he was very good in Game 1, not shooting the ball a lot, but he's being guarded by Luka, who's a negative defensively. What Luka is not a negative on is the other side of the floor. Makes a really nice move off the ball to get himself open, leading to the dunk. Walter has it, trapped inside, floats it up and in. Nice move there by Jacoby Walter, showing some of his bag off. He's known as a 3-and-D guy, but he's got a little game to him inside the paint. Springer with a nice move, falling backwards, and makes the layup. We're tied at 22. Salis launches a prayer. That was not the shot to take there. And here comes the Spurs. Wilson inside. Nembhard over Walter. No good. Jacoby Walter with the rebound. Here comes Golden State. Shot clock unplugged. Salis on the drive. It's blocked. The Time Lord Robert Williams with the denial. Jalen Wilson looking to put the Spurs ahead. He's got Vittori. Throws it up. Bang! Dante Vittori pulls it from 30 at the buzzer for the lead. 25-22. Spurs lead through one. A low-scoring start. We haven't gotten a lot going offensively. The three-point shot has not been falling for us. We've got to shoot it better here in the second quarter. As I said going into game one, the three-point shot's going to be key for us, and so far, it's not falling. Defensively, we've been quite good. Wemby's been quiet. Luka has looked a lot better, though, from game one here to game two. D'Angelo Russell on the drive. Layup is good. He gets the scoring started for the Warriors. D'Lo went 0 for 6 in game one. We're hoping he's a little more effective tonight. Salis looks to get by the screen. Throws up a three, and it's good. Salis is shooting the lights out from deep here in the playoffs, but his two-point efficiency has been just dreadful. Nembhard grabs his own miss and is in for the putback. Spurs back ahead. Stokes throws up a three. No good. Rebound by San Antonio. It's Guy Santos, the former Warrior. Jalen Wilson now swings it for Nembhard. The Canadian drills the three. Nembhard's playing well early. 5-point game. Stokes guarded by Nembhard around the screen. He's intercepted. What a play there by San Antonio. Wilson on the other end. Layup is good off of the turnover. Again, we've got to be cautious with the ball. That was an issue for both teams in game one. Russell looking to lob it up for Leonard Miller. Cocks it back and launches it home. 5-point game. Vittori matched up with Roman Loggins-Burl. Inside. Wow, nice play. Loggins-Burl is a really tough defender to get off of you, and Vittori does exactly that. Loggins-Burl only 2 points, but he swings it out for Salis. Way to get open around the screen. He's hitting his threes today, but again, struggling from 2. Off the miss. Wembanyama with the putback. 39-34. Nembhard has it poked away and stolen by Kajai Stokes. Lobs it up. Leonard Miller again. The Showtime Warriors slam it down once more. 39-36. Here is Loggins-Burl. Pump fake. Nifty move. Savvy play by the second-year pro from Iowa State. That one is no good by Wembanyama. Good defense by Jabari Springer. He's got Kuminga. Kuminga matched up with Robert Williams. We're going to set the screen here. Kuminga's open for 3, and it's good. I was kind of wanting to get Kuminga on an island with Robert Williams, but once I saw he was open for 3, I figured we might as well take the shot. Loggins-Burl drives in. Layup is good. 4-point game for the Warriors. Here comes Jonathan Kuminga. Open lane. Mama! There goes that man! Jonathan Kuminga in the double figures here in the first half as it's a 6-point lead. Doncic throws up a 3, and it's good. Luka buries it from like at least 4 or 5 steps beyond the line. 45-42. Russell launches it up, and that one is good. Nice maneuver by D'Angelo Russell. Warriors up by 5. Luka, Euro step, counted and a foul. He is starting to heat up. The Slovenian sensation looking a lot more like himself. D'Lo, pump fake. Vittori goes flying. Russell, layup is good. And the lead's at 4. D'Lo's been good here in the second quarter. He's got 6. Springer, Kuminga throws up a 3, and it's no good. Probably shouldn't be shooting that one with Wemby closing out so quick. Wemby on the other end with the slam. Springer tried to set his feet. That would have been Wemby's 3rd foul, when instead Wemby just blows right by him. Nice cut by Tyus Jones. Springer nearly gets there in time to tip the shot, but he was a split second too late. 4-point lead. Here is Andrew Nembhard with it. He's got Doncic. Deep 3 is good again. Luka Magic has been on one today. 21 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 2 for 5 from deep. Loggins-Burl, hard foul on Wemby. That is his 3rd. That'll be something to monitor in the second half. We're going to look to keep him in foul trouble. Kuminga gets it to Springer. No Wembanyama in for the rest of the first half. Kuminga, jumper is good. He's got 14, and the Warrior lead is now at 4. 30 seconds left in the first half. Spin move for Luka. Davis, wide open three, no good. Rebound by Williams. Back to Davis. Brick, misses another one. Warriors are going to get the last shot most likely. Stokes pulls it immediately, and it's no good. So I guess the Spurs will get the last shot after all. Palermo has it with 7. Palermo doubled. No good. Ball is tipped. Warriors get it back. Springer hurls it up, and it is no good. That'll end the first half. Warriors lead 56-52. I thought there was a chance the Spurs were going to really come out the floodgates swinging, but we again were the better team here in this first half. And San Antonio's in real danger of falling behind 2-0. Who could have seen this coming going into games 1 and 2? Luka's been a lot better. He has 21 points, but Wembanyama has been quiet. He hasn't been inefficient. He just hasn't been very assertive, much like the second half of the last game. They need Wemby to be more aggressive, but they also have to be cautious because he has 3 fouls. So as we go into the second half, let's see if the Warriors can keep it going. Wemby no good. Ball is tipped, and Stokes keeps it alive for Golden State. He's got Loggins-Burrell, open lane. Springer, no good. Really good defense there by Wembanyama to guard him and contest him without fouling. On the other end, Palermo with it. Looking to get by Doncic, and that one is good. I don't know if Luka was trying to set the screen originally, but by the end he figured he might as well, and it works. Warriors steal it away. Loggins-Burrell has it. He's got Stokes. Lobs it up for Kuminga. Poetry in motion. Stokes sends that pass up immediately, and Jonathan Kuminga throws it down. He's got 16. Finds Springer. Pump fake. Salis for 3. It's good. I think Salis permanently just needs to be beyond the three-point line. That's where he's hitting his shots. 61-56. Loggins-Burrell doubled. Doesn't matter. In for the layup. He's got 11 with the shrug. 7-point Warriors lead now. Luka Doncic nursing a bruised left shoulder. Gets it to Anthony Davis, who hits the line too. 6-point game. Luka gets it for Nembhard. Nemby, spin move, layup is good. We wanted to get the charge there, but could not with Leonard Miller. 4-point game. D'Lo drives inside, and he is fouled by Wembanyama. That's 4. So they're probably going to take him out of the game. Yeah, Wemby is not in. They are being cautious with him, as Davis is no good. Gets his own miss, and is there with the putback. With Wemby in foul trouble, Anthony Davis is going to be especially important for the Spurs. Here's Walter for 3. It rattles in. Jacoby Walter from beyond the arc, 68-62. Given the Spurs' inconsistencies today, it's hard to see them playing better without Victor Wembanyama, but if we're going to leave Davis that wide open, well, maybe they will continue to come back. Doncic now for the tie, no good. We were lucky that one didn't go in. Our three-point defense kind of failed us there, back-to-back possessions, as Salis hits the mid-ranger. He finally made it 2. 70-65 now. Here's Luka Doncic with it. Doncic gets it to Nembhard for 3, and it's good. The Spurs are slowly but surely clawing into this deficit without Wembanyama in the game. Lead is within 2. Salis on the drive. That one is good. Salis' shot selection from 2-point range has been bad, but he's going to get some of them to go in. D'Lo no good. Loggins-Burrell the rebound and the putback. Roman Loggins-Burrell with a great play. Gets the rebound over the defender and makes a really hard double-teamed layup. Luka for 3. That one is good. I thought we were the team who's going to be shooting all the threes. It's been the Spurs. Here's Springer on the drive. Layup is good. With Wemby not in the game, it's so much easier for us to get space in the paint. Here's Davis matched up with Loggins-Burrell around the screen. Davis on the drive. Layup. Counted and a foul. Loggins-Burrell thought he was going to shoot the ball. That's why he jumped up. Instead, Davis with a great move to go inside, make the layup, and bring it within 1. Stokes is doubled, looking to get him the screen. Moving mid-ranger is good. Nice shot by Kajai Stokes. He only has 4 points, hasn't shot the ball a lot today. 3-point game, under 2 to go in the third. Nembhard on the drive. It's tipped away by Stokes. Loggins-Burrell. Walter to Springer. Again, what beautiful ball movement. Look at Walter. Lets the pass go immediately. And Springer sends down the dunk. 81-76. Luka for three. That one is good. D'Lo's closeout was a second too late. 81-79. D'Lo out to Springer. Inside. Stokes. Really good movement off the ball. When you have guards who can create their own shot with the ball but can get open without the ball, that makes things so much easier offensively. Wow, nice layup. Jalen Wilson, I did not know you had that in your bag, my friend. 83-81. Shot clock unplugged. Luka. That one is good. We are tied at 83. The Warriors likely getting the last shot at Salis. He's got 16. On the drive, he's doubled, swings into the corner. Walter to Stokes. We've got to shoot the ball quickly here. Stokes for three. No good. Where's the foul? He did not have any room to land on the shot. 83-83 going into the fourth. Wemby was out for much of the quarter with 4 fouls. The Spurs are going to bring him back in to start the fourth as he gets the rebound off the miss by his French counterpart, Antoine Salis. Spurs looking for their first lead since the second quarter. They won't get it here. Loggins-Burl steals it away from Vittori. On the other end, Stokes cannot lob it up. And now look at all this space. Vittori all the way with the layup. Kuminga caught up. Good hustle. But the Spurs make the layup. They are up by 2. Here is Stokes around the screen on the drive. Pick and pop. Kuminga for 3. It's good. The Spurs lead is very short-lived. Warriors right back ahead. Victor Wembanyama now. He hits the 3. The Spurs need him to be aggressive in the fourth quarter. He needs to play like a superstar. Oh, look at this. It's a charging foul. Salis set his feet. That is 5 for Wembanyama. And they're going to take him right back out of the game. Stokes for 3. It's good. Lead within 1. Got to give a ton of props there to Salis for drawing the foul. Really smart play. And Wemby's now going to miss the next 3 minutes. As Dante Vittori is there with the dunk. Here is Doncic. He has to carry the offensive torch. He's doubled, and Jalen Wilson hits the open 3. The Spurs are slowly but surely building this lead in the second half. We've got to get things going, especially with Wemby not in. Nice move by Loggins-Burl in for the layup. He has 15 points. Lead within 4. Williams to Palermo. He's got Luka Doncic matched up with Stokes. Doncic, Euro step. Layup is good. And the Spurs are up with 7 to go. That's 33 for Luka. Salis gets it to Loggins-Burl. Drives right side. He's doubled. Goes for the floater anyway and calls bank. Roman Loggins-Burl heating up here in the fourth. Palermo inside. No good. Nice defense by Antoine Salis. He gets it to Loggins-Burl. Looks to drive left. Inside. Leonard Miller brings it within 2. And now all of a sudden, the offense is getting things going. Kuminga misses the layup for the tie. Here comes the Spurs. Vittori. Davis for 3. No good, but Williams is there with the putback. Great play by Robert Williams. Lead back to 4. Little over 5 to go. I imagine Wemby's going to be in the game soon as it's intercepted by Williams. He's got Davis on the drive. Layup is good. 6-point lead for the Spurs. We've got to get some points going. We've got to get some baskets. That starts with this possession. Kuminga, pump fake. On the drive, too easy. Davis is just too slow now. He can't flip his hips in time to change directions fast enough. Doncic, floater, no good. Nice defense by Stokes. Here comes Golden State, looking to make it a one-score game. Stokes, all the way, acrobatic! What a move by Kajai Stokes. That was sweet. 2-point game. Loggins-Burl's double. Miller, open 3 for the lead. It's no good, but it's tipped into the hands of Salis. That was Springer who got a finger on it. Warriors with another chance here. Salis, no good. We had 2 shots to tie or take the lead and could not. Wembanyama back in the game, throws it up and in! And 1 for Wemby. He's fired up. He's barely gotten to play here in the second half, but he's making the most of his opportunity. Kuminga with a quick 3, though, on the following possession. He's got 25. 2-point game again. Here's Luka with it. Guarded by Loggins-Burl. He's got Wembanyama. No good. Gets his own miss. Doncic. Nembhard. Why is he not taking that shot? He was wide open. Nemby on the drive, swings it in the corner. Palermo, it's good! Chance Palermo hits the open three, and it's a 5-point game. Looking for the pick and roll. We're going to look to target Wembanyama. It's a foul, but it's on Palermo. I want to target Wembanyama to try to either get him to foul out. I imagine he's going to play softer defense, so it'll be easier to score inside. Salis would make both free throws. Davis would get 2 right back, and it's a 5-point game again. Here's Jabari Springer with it. On the drive, too easy, wide open. Wemby's not even trying to play defense. He knows the littlest bit of contact could take him out of the game. Doncic free throw rattles out. Salis with the rebound in transition quickly. Kuminga, he gets it to Loggins-Burrow, right to Springer. We're targeting Wemby again. On the drive, he is blocked. No foul. What a play by Wembanyama, an impressive denial. And more importantly for the Spurs, he stays in this game. But the Warriors get one right back off the inbound. Kuminga for 3, we are within 1. 28 for Kuminga. Davis is blocked. Wemby gets it back, no good. And Golden State can take the lead with under 2 minutes to go. Kuminga on the drive. He gets it to Springer. Matched up with Wemby, and there's 6! Victor Wembanyama is out of this game. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Springer only makes 1 at the line. We're tied. How will the Spurs survive without Wembanyama the rest of the way? I guess that's a good start. Palermo hits the jumper. The Spurs honestly played pretty well without Wemby offensively in the third, so there is some optimism they'll be okay. Stokes gets it to Kuminga. Match up with Davis. Shot clock at 4. Stokes for 3. No good. We could not get anyone open there for the entire duration of the 24-second shot clock. Nembhard, a layup is good. 4-point lead for San Antonio. 116-112, just over a minute. Stokes inside. We've got Kuminga wide open again, and it's good. Why do they keep leaving him wide open? Jonathan Kuminga has been automatic so far in this series off the catch. He is not missing his open threes. Luka's fouled on the other end by Loggins-Burrow, and will go to the line to shoot 2. 36 tonight for Luka, who's got to lead the Spurs the rest of the way. First free throw bounces in with 52 seconds left on the clock. Second is good as well. It's a 3-point game. Biggest possession of the night for the Warriors. Loggins-Burrow with 19, 7, and 6 brings it up slowly. Looking to get someone open. It's Salis. Wide open for 3, and it's no good. That's as good of a shot as we can ask for. It just doesn't bounce in. On the other end, Luka out to Palermo. Back to Doncic. The Spurs taking their time. Luka on the drive. It's good! 5-point lead for the Spurs. Luka has been impressive in this fourth quarter. We have to score here. 25 to go. Time is of the essence. We've got to get a shot off quickly. Kuminga, he's patient. Post up on Nembhard and is blocked. Stokes gets it back. He will throw one up in the paint, and it bounces in. 3-point game. We took way too much time on that possession. There's only 12 seconds left. Nembhard quickly fouled by Kajai Stokes, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. Couple of big free throws on the way here for Andrew Nembhard with 11.4 seconds left. First is good, so it is a 2-possession game now. Second one pushes the lead to 5, and he got it. The Warriors are going to call their last timeout, although I don't think there's going to be a complex play off of the timeout. I think it's pretty simple. Off the inbound, have someone shoot it quickly off the catch, preferably from 3. I think this inbound is headed towards either Jonathan Kuminga or Antoine Salis. Those are our best catch-and-shoot guys. Given how the two of them have played today, I imagine Jonathan Kuminga would be the first option off the inbound for the Warriors. Springer will pass it in. He's got Kuminga. Good look in the corner, and it's no good. Luka with the rebound, and he is fouled by Stokes with 6.6 seconds left, and that might do it. Jonathan Kuminga had a pretty good look from 3, but it does not fall. Doncic at the line. Free throw is good. I want to say that puts him at 40. Second one on the way for Luka is good as well. It's a 7-point game. Not looking good here for the Warriors. Quick inbound. Salis throws it up for 3. It is no good. Rebound by Williams, and Jabari Springer is delaying the inevitable. Robert Williams will go to the line, shoot 2, and look to ice it for good for the Spurs as he makes the first with 2.5 to go. San Antonio in the driver's seat, seconds away from tying the series as he misses the second one. Stokes will not get it off in time, and it will not matter. A huge recovery from the Spurs. They tie the series at 1 despite missing Victor Wembanyama for most of the second half. I would guess he played only 6-7 minutes in the second half because he was in foul trouble and eventually fouled out. I would argue they were better without him in the game, oddly enough. Outside of game 1 of this series, he has not been good offensively in the playoffs. 31 for Kuminga, really good scoring-wise again. We knew we needed him to step up offensively, and he has through these 2 games. 19, 7, and 6 for Loggins-Burl. 3-ball is not falling for him, but he went 8 of 11 from 2. And to put into perspective how good he has been in the playoff, he has 1.7 estimated wins added. The only guys who have more is my glorious king, Cade Cunningham, Zion Williamson, and Jason Tatum. That's it. Those are the only players who have been more valuable in the playoffs so far than Roman Loggins-Burl. He's in some elite company right now. Salih's 4 for 9 from 3, 2 for 8 from 2. Gotta clean that up. Springer was good, but not great. Certainly not as impressive as game 1. Stokes as well, 13, 6, and 8, but he only went 1 for 6 from deep. We really did not shoot the 3-ball well. Luka, meanwhile, 42 points. He was so much better in this game. The 3-ball wasn't falling, but he was great from 2. He was very good around the basket. 16 for Nembhard, 16 and 10 for Davis. Wemby only played 22 minutes before fouling out. Our operation was to take him out of the game, and we did. When he was in, he wasn't all that effective. 13 and 13, 5 of 11 from the field. Did shoot the 3-ball well. So we've got quite the series. Tied at 1, going back to Golden State. Our guys have shown that they're going to give San Antonio a run for their money with, honestly, a pretty comfortable Game 1 win, and then Game 2 going down to the wire. I've got some ideas offensively to try to exploit them a little bit. I'm excited to go into a little more detail in Game 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.